Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you guys all doing well. Transfer news is back. More transfer news. Obviously the transfer window has just officially opened, and today we have received quite some, I would say, very important, and I think it's a what would you call it, a spoiler to the future. And that is, obviously, we know Arsenal are interested in signing midfielders, and it looks like we are now interested in signing Lavia. Now, he is a player that plays for Southampton. He did really well. I'm sure a lot of fans are now aware of him. I'll be honest, this season I didn't watch him play as much, but I do remember him playing against Arsenal when we played Southampton in the MS, and I just remember him looking so good, so comfortable on the ball. And the guy's only 19 years old. You know, he has so much potential. And Fabrizio Romano has tweeted out that he is a player that Arsenal have spoken to, and Arsenal are interested in signing. Obviously, I think that comes today with even further news that Arsenal are, there are concrete talks of Thomas Partey probably departing from Arsenal. Now, obviously, we know Thomas Partey, I think he only has 2 years left on his contract. He's getting a bit old and a bit injury prone, and I think Arteta is looking to offload him. And I think that's one thing I really like about that is Arsenal are preparing for the future. I think Liverpool, them failing to prepare for the future is what led them to the season they had this season now. And one thing that I do like about it, that he has seen what Liverpool went through, and he's clearly trying to make sure Arsenal don't go through the same thing, and he's trying to really change the team early. And look, that's a really good thing. And I think Thomas Partey, I think it's the right time to start replacing Thomas Partey. Maybe not sell him straight away, maybe keep him maybe as a second, in the second team, just to make it, because he's still a good player. I mean, I know a lot of fans are going to talk about the last 3 months, and that's what they're going to remember him. But if you look at the start of the season, even last season, this guy was an absolute pillar in our team, probably the most important player in our team. But the last 3 months, I think his form has hit a bit of a dip. And obviously with Jorginho coming in, he hasn't really helped him. But look, he's still a quality player and he still can do the job. But I think his injury record is just something that also can't rely on. We need players that are fit 24/7, who are ready to play. And Thomas Partey, unfortunately, since he's come in, it's just been the history of his tenure. Also, he always gets injured at the most important part of the season. And I think Arteta is probably just fed up with it, and he wants to get that. He just wants players to be available, and look, it makes sense replacing Thomas Partey. But obviously the issue is, who do you replace him with? Look, Lavia, he's a really good player, but he's only 19 years old. I mean, that's something really important to consider. And he's played in the Premier League, but look, no disrespect to Southampton, there is a big difference to when you're playing at Southampton compared to when you're playing with Arsenal. Suddenly, when you're at Arsenal, you're a lone six covering 2 players' positions. That's what Thomas Partey had to do. I mean, that is a big role, and that number 6 position that he probably will be expected to play is such a hard position to learn. I mean, Thomas Partey, it took him 2 years to even learn the position. He's like in his prime. So expecting a 19-year-old to come do that same task and hit the ground running, it's going to be very difficult. But look, that is why we signed Declan Rice, to be able to do that role. And I think Lavia, he's going to be one of those players that can ease into the team. The guy is still a good quality player, and he has so much potential, and he clearly looks like we're out of the race for Caicedo. So I think Arteta is probably looking for the more younger option. In terms of this deal, look, it's important we replace Thomas Partey, but the question will always be, who do we replace him with? And it looks like Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka are looking like they're going to be off. So it looks like a complete midfield rebuild at Arsenal, and I'm happy for that. I think that it's time we start really changing the team, improving the team, because for me personally, this is the most important summer window we have had in a while. It's important how we close that gap to Man City, because we know Man City, they're still going to improve. And one thing we can't do is rest on our laurels and just get complacent. So it's good to see Arsenal and Arteta continuing to improve the team. Obviously, we're still waiting for the Declan Rice deal. We don't know what's happening with that. That they just feel so dragged out. But it's expected with these English players, and they're just signing any players from the Premier League, he always gets dragged out. Obviously, we're linked to Kai Havertz as well. I don't know what more to say about Kai Havertz. I made a video on it previously. But yeah, guys, that's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys next time.